Welcome back. Throughout this course, you will learn reasons we need translators, tools we need to become translators, the translation process, delivery of results, and tools you can apply right now. But instead of starting at the beginning, we're going to jump right into the middle. Let's watch a hypothetical conversation between a business leader named Lee and an analytic team leader named Anna as they discuss a typical project. Hello, Anna. John, our CEO, wants to understand more about our users of Digitrack. Can you please have the analytic team do a profile of users? Yeah, so Lee, absolutely. We can do that for you and would love to help John out. We can compare use rates across different user characteristics, and if we look at demographics, maybe we could do age and gender and location. Yes, that sounds appropriate. And now that I think about it, how about we look at occupations so we know about job type and maybe salary? That's a good idea. That would be useful. Okay. Well, we can also break it down by how long they've been enrolled, so short-term versus long-term enrollees. Yeah, I think John would be really interested in that. Okay, so I think we could probably turn this around by Friday. Does that work? Yes, I think that works great. Thank you. Cool. We'll talk soon. Hey, Lee, just wanted to give you an update. We made some decisions about use rate data. So turns out there's a large portion of people who only use it once and then quit. So we set the low end at 2. And then there's a small group who check multiple times a day. So we truncated it at 1 time max. That's because the outliers were exaggerating the differences. So any concerns about that? Well, I guess whatever you think makes sense. So can we still do the project? Sure. Yeah, it's just a data transformation. Nothing's really changed. Oh, okay. Okay. Will it delay anything? No, not at all. Everything is right on track. It's not a problem. Okay, well, good. Thanks for the update. Hey, we actually have some results here. The team worked really quickly and were able to get all the data we needed. So for reference, we divided the groups up into quintiles and included just occupations that made up 10% of the population or more. And as you see in the tables, the biggest difference in average are based on age. So 30-somethings are the highest, and salary, where mid-range salary were the best, which is kind of odd because that means it's curvilinear. So no difference by gender, and interestingly, the people who have been enrolled less than a year have the highest total use. But if you convert that to average use by months, then what you see is that the newer enrollees are actually higher. So newer, mid-salary, 30-somethings in production settings seem to be the characteristics of the highest users. So is that what you needed? I think so. So you're saying that the older employees are not using the tool? No, not exactly. It's just that it's less than the 30-somethings, so it's comparative. So it's just across characteristics. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh, and it does look like women use it more than men do. Well, it looks that way, but it's not significant, so we can't really say that. Okay. Well, let me review it with our team, and I'll get back to you with questions. Hi, Anna. Thanks again for the tables that you gave us. John is asking what the highest users look like. He's talking about them like super users, and they want to focus on them. So can we tell that from the results you gave us? Well, no, not really. So that's not how we ran things, because we truncated the extremely high users because they were exaggerating the comparisons. So actually we removed the people he might call super users. So does that mean John wants to take the individuals who use it most and describe them? So, yes, John would like to do that. So is that something that you guys can run? Sure. So you mean like the top 10%, maybe? Most frequent users? Sure, that sounds just fine. So describe how the top 10% differ from the rest of the users. Yes, describe the super user profile. All right, we can get to that. Maybe this example is similar to an experience you've had in the past. While it's hypothetical, it's certainly similar to hundreds of projects that I've seen or been a part of. I'll point out that nothing that happened in that example is technically wrong. The request was reasonable, the assumptions were logical, the choices made by the analytic team were appropriate, everything was correct based on what each side assumed. But we can also see that this project did not achieve what either team wanted. Neither is satisfied. And there's a good chance when they start over, the next one won't be right either. So in the next lesson, we'll highlight points of failure in typical projects using this same example we just watched. That way we have a clear sense of what problems are and what we're trying to solve. See you then.